if you need someone to be your body double for any sort of goal setting or planning or anything, I'm hoping that this will be that. That is the sound of my dog drinking water. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go over my goals for July 1st, and we're gonna talk about what happened, what didn't happen, maybe even some like why certain things didn't happen. I saw someone on YouTube say that you need to plan for the game, and then you need to play the game, and then you have to look at the footage from the game you played to see like where things went right, what went wrong, and it helps you not just get better, but it helps you see where your footing was. Do you know what I mean? It helps you sort of have body awareness and just awareness of what you're doing. Anyway, so we're gonna dive into that right away. I made a big list of personal goals. My dog literally does not know how to drink water. She's always been that way. She's always been that way. It's since she was a puppy. Anyways, she just can't drink water. So I have not a huge list of personal goals, but like I made sure that in all the different areas I have personal, health, spiritual, financial, career and education, and other. Those are the sections in this handy dandy little notebook here. And I set more than one goal in each area, which you may not want to do. It's okay if you don't do that. So my personal goal, one of my personal goals, which is kind of a business goal, of course, I mix business and personal all the time, constantly. I don't know how not to do that. Post one audio to Reddit, which I'm pretty sure that I did do that. But it may not have. Actually, I have my iPad right here. Let me just let's really, let's do it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. If we're gonna, you know what I mean? If we're gonna hold ourselves accountable, then let's do it the right way as best we can. So yes, 20 days ago I posted a new Reddit audio. It wasn't the audio that I wanted to post, but I did post one, so that got done. Hell yeah. I wanted to post one YouTube video, which I did not, but it is August 1st as I make this. And so I'm already being better in August than I was in July, in this one area at least. I wanted to make one YouTube video that spreads kindness, positivity, hope, encouragement, etc. That was my goal for July. So hopefully we'll do better at that in August. We'll see. My health goals. I want to control my ADHD symptoms with exercise and journal about my feelings to avoid overwhelm. I actually think that my ADHD was not that bad in July, but I think I could have meditated a little bit more. I'm meditating right now 3 times a week, and I think we could do better. I think we do better. Spiritual goals. I'm not religious. I'm not spiritual. I don't have any of that in me, but what makes me feel human? What connects me? What grounds me? That's kind of what I put in these spiritual sections. So reading fiction, reading for fun, not reading for self-improvement like I always do, not reading I read a lot of autobiographies. I like to learn from other people's lives. None of that. Just reading pure fiction, which I have been doing a lot. I'm almost through Aragon. I read it in middle school, but I'm rereading it. I'm going to reread the whole series now that there's a new one. But yeah, so I'm almost done with it. I'm like an hour away from being done with it, and it's a thick fiction book, so I think I did pretty good. And spend time in nature. Now, if you are new here and you have not seen my content, this will be news to you, but see that little... if you see what's going on back there. My dog has been sick for a very long time, and I haven't really been able to leave the house. So I have not been spending that much time in nature, unfortunately, or really outside of the house. So I haven't done that, but I don't even know how I would. However, I had to take him to a vet appointment where he got some acupuncture done. And And afterwards, since he was feeling, I mean, he had pretty good energy after that, we went to the lake. We took some pictures, because I mean, he's old and I don't have that many pictures with him, to be completely honest. You know, I think anyone with a child or a pet will say this. You have pictures of them and pictures of them with other people, but then you don't have any pictures of yourself, because like, how are you gonna hold a baby or like hold a toddler and like taking a selfie? It's a little awkward, and even more so I think with a dog. Anyway, so but I did go out. I did go to the lake with my dog, and that was nice. So I did spend some tiny little time in nature. My financial goal, my financial goals in July was to make $4,000, which I got closer to 3 than 4. I was either a little under 3 or a little over 3, somewhere in that range. And I was supposed to put $200 in the emergency fund. Now, my emergency fund, my dog had to go back to the hospital, so I did not get to put $200 in my emergency fund. However, it makes me feel pretty good about myself that he's been up and down. He got sick again. They said it was going to be $700, and I had that. Like, I had that too. I used a little bit of a credit card, but I had that. Mostly, I had that on me. And so no, I don't have any money in my emergency fund because it got eaten up before it could get there. But I do feel good that I was able to do this thing. You know what I mean? My mother is a toxic positivity person, but there are little bits of that sometimes that I can take. And she's very much like, spend money, enjoy. When you spend money, even if it's for a like bad thing or something bad happens, like, just be joyful that you can spend it, and just try to, be positive. Anyways, career and education goals. None of this got done. I know that for damn sure. Batch at least 1 week ahead on all my social media platforms. That did not happen, girl. Not even close. I'm so far behind. And my paywall sites, so that I can rest, play video games, and stop resenting my period. If you, and it's not even just people who have periods, okay? If you have any sort of disability or any sort of chronic condition, even if you just know that like every so often you get a migraine, if you can get yourself ahead, don't be like me. If you can get yourself ahead, and then the next time you have a migraine, you're like, sweet, I can take 3 days and do, fuck all, just do whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I do right now. I would love to get myself to a point where I'm not scrambling. Like, my period can sometimes be 10 days long. That's a third of my life. That's a third of the month. I really wish I could just get ahead on as many things as possible, so that when it comes, I can sleep. I'm at the tail end of it right now, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I got so angry that I ripped a bunch of clothes. Not a bunch, but I ripped some clothes. Like, the mood swings. The mood swings are not conducive to a full, healthy, productive life. Okay? I need to, it's one of those things where, like, trying to trying to like manage my ADHD, something I've learned from doing a lot of reading, is that if you know something sucks, why do you keep putting yourself through it? That's really what the basis of it is. If you know that your period is coming, girl, it's always coming. As soon as it leaves, it is now coming. If you know that it's coming, why aren't you setting yourself up? Oh, I'm really bad at holding on to information and remembering things. Okay, if you know that about yourself, good job for knowing it. Because not everybody knows themselves, and that's like the root of all their issues. Now that you know that about yourself, that's awesome. Write shit down. Oh, what if I don't have a notebook on me? You keep a tiny little notebook or tiny little pad paper, and a little pen. You go to Marshall's, you go to TJ Maxx in the little notebook section, and they got those tiny little pads, hundreds of sheet of paper in a tiny little box, and sometimes even comes with a little pen. And it's cute and it's decorative. Okay, if you know that about yourself, get there. You know what I mean? Like, accommodate yourself. People complain that like jobs and schools don't have accommodations for people who need them, whether it's disabilities or neurodivergence or whatever else. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, because if no one else is going to, at least you know that you will, and that's not sad to me. Like, that's like very empowering. But like I said, don't be like me. I'm like, I know my period's coming up and I know it can be 10 days long and I know that it sucks and I'm exhausted and I'm angry, constant, for no reason. But then when something does happen, it sets me off. So like, why would I not want to set myself up for that? Why am I not doing that? That's on me. That's on me. My other section, my other goals, give each of my pets their favorite thing every day. Now this has backfired on me. So I have 6 pets. I have 6 pets, and I love them all. Their favorite things are all different, but this kind of has backfired on me because one of my cats really likes to be held. He likes to be held and rocked like a little baby. It's his favorite thing in the whole world. It's so sweet and it's so cute. But now that he's like, ooh, I can have this all the time, like he's constantly asking for it. And it's it's cute, but like I can only do that for so many. I was trying to take like 10 to 20 minutes to give them their favorite thing, whether it's my husky loves belly rubs, my chihuahua, she just wants to cuddle. She just wants to cuddle in bed and just be cuddled, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that one kind of backfired on me a little bit. But we've been having fun. We've been having fun, and it's been good for my mental health to just know that all of my pets are taken care of, especially when one of them is very sick and requiring a lot of my attention and my time. And I know I'm falling short on my other babies, which is why I put that there. My last goal for July was to get closer and closer and closer to what I am deeming closet euphoria. Okay? Everything in my closet I love. Everything in my closet fits me. Everything in my closet gets used, it gets worn, or it's just seasonal and like not in season right now, you know? That was the goal. I don't think I got closer to that. However, I do have an idea for August. I'm going to turn to the August page, and we're gonna figure out. Sometimes I like to start with a whole brand new goal, but for this, actually, I'm gonna write all my goals in pencil. Write all your goals in pencil, just in case. For this, I think what I'm gonna do is just see what didn't happen and where we can kind of just tweak things a little bit. So like I was able to post a Reddit audio. That's great. I wonder if I can do 2. Can I do 2? Now I've been writing a lot lately, but I've mostly been writing songs, not so much Reddit audio type stories. Maybe I can split my focus, or honestly, I'm kind of enjoying writing songs right now. It's bringing me a joy on the inside and a fulfillment that gives me something different than Reddit audios do. So I think I'm gonna just keep it at 1 Reddit audio. And you know, people over there are so grateful for me posting. I feel like that it kind of feels like I don't need to be posting a ton in order to make people happy. So I think, how about we just put little stars? So we're just gonna redo this one. We're gonna post another Reddit audio in August. 1 YouTube video, because I'm making 1 right now, I feel like I should be able to do at least 1 more. So we're gonna do 1, and I'm gonna just put a little +1 YouTube video. Control ADHD symptoms with exercise and journal about my feelings. I've been really good at journaling. So I think I've been doing really good with journaling really bad with exercise, but really good with controlling like ADHD stuff day to day. So I think I'm going to circle exercise. Let me know that I need to do more of that. This is what I'm going to do. Instead of writing them down again, because it's like so tedious, I'm going to circle exercise because I know that I need more of that. And then I can do a separate video maybe on what I end up landing on for August. Yeah, why not? I've been journaling a lot about my feelings and some day-to-day stuff, but a lot of just like, not just like, oh, do I like this guy that I'm dating, but like, what do I want in a partner overall for the rest of my life? Like, I've been really journaling about these very, very lofty, large sort of concepts. So I've been reading fiction, and I think that's been great. Spending time in nature. I don't know how to do that while providing my dog the 24/7 care that he has needed the past couple months. So I'm gonna just put like keep going on the fiction. I'm gonna keep doing that. August is usually a pretty good month for me. I think I can make $4,000 in August. I think I can do that. Even though I only made 3 last month, I feel like I can do 4 this month. At the beginning of the month, I always have this enormous, like, I can do anything. And then by I would say the 12th of the month, I'm like, well, it's already over. If I haven't done it by now, then it's not gonna get done. Because the month is basically over by the 12th, right? It sounds so ridiculous when I say it out loud, but I think anyone who is very type A or has ADHD, like time blindness, like we have a hard time with time. Maybe they can relate. I'm gonna try to fill up the emergency fund, but honestly, I've got my emergency right back there. So he is eating up the funds. I love him, but that's just the truth of it. I'll do my best. Batch a week ahead. It would be great if I could do that. I think right now, what's very difficult about being a social media creator right now is that it's great. Like if you can post 10, 20, 30, 40 times a day on TikTok, that's awesome. That's great. Please do that. So like, but how do you batch that? Like you haven't really, for TikTok, you really have to create as you go. I could see myself batching YouTube videos maybe if I had enough good ideas, which I don't even know if this is a good idea. That's really the thing. Is this a good idea? What is a good idea? What do people want to see, not just overall, but what do they want to see from me? What can I provide? And then can I batch, let's say, 4 videos a week, you know? So I'm gonna try my best. Giving each pet their favorite thing every day is, like I said, it backfired last time, but let's see if we can alter it just a little bit. And little Rorschach he'll just have to deal. I've just been letting him be all over me. Like he just wants to be held all the time, and I've been holding him because I don't have anything better to do, I guess. But yeah, I gotta, and my lizard woke up from hibernation, I think he's up, like for real. So he's gonna need some attention too. Anyways, closet euphoria. This is a tough one, but I do think that instead of being so vague like that, like I was in July, I think in August I'm gonna make a goal, and I'm probably gonna document this goal. That's probably how it's gonna get achieved. I'm gonna document this goal. I'm going to touch everything in my closet. Everything in my closet will be touched by these fingies, and for to be styled, to be worn, for a video, something. I'm going to touch every single piece of clothing that I own. That is my goal for August. I'm gonna write that down so I do not forget. It's literally gonna say touch everything, and hopefully I know what that means later. So yeah, I hope that this was, I don't know. I personally have been watching a lot of YouTube videos about other people's goals because it helps me feel motivated. And I don't really know anyone who sets proper goals. I don't know anyone who's like working on something or has like, do you know what I mean? That sounds a little strange, but most people I know just have like regular jobs. You go to the job and then you like wait for a promotion. You can't like do more. Does that make sense? I'm the only person I know who is like freelancing or has a business where you can like, there's no ceiling on like how much money you can earn necessarily or how much you can do. There's like a never ending sort of to-do list, and never ending possibilities, you know, like some of y'all might have seen me like singing on here. That's like something I do now. But yeah, I think maybe I should make a goal about singing. I have a singing goal. I should, maybe in August, I will sing in a public space, like on TikTok Live or something, an original song. Oh God. Yeah. Why not? Why not, honey? Why not? Oh my God. All right, so I hope this, yeah, I think that's the end. That's all of my, that's just like my sort of overview, checking myself, watching the, you know, like I said before, like watching the playback, watching the game footage, you know, from July. And yeah, I guess kind of making some plans for August too. I don't think we need to change too much. I just need to do more of the same because I don't think that July was a bad month for me at all. I just think that I need to be a little bit more proactive about issues I know I have. Like I know I have time blindness, so do things ahead of time. Also, like, I know I'm a night owl, so why do I keep forcing myself to sleep at night and work in the daytime? Again, like, if you know, it, like, just get to know yourself a little bit. Get to know yourself and then accommodate yourself. It's gonna help you so much. And I have done that a lot in the past, but I think I've just kind of fallen off. And, you know, life gets busy and you forget yourself a little bit. So don't forget yourself. Be kind to yourself. That is part of being kind. It really, really is. So yeah, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know what I should do next or what you want to hear me yap about. That's kind of what I do. I'm literally addicted to talking. So if anything you want me to, you want me to cover, whether I could do music. I majored in music and music is one of my passions. I could talk about songwriting maybe, or because I don't write music. I'm really shitty at writing music, but I do lyrics pretty good. People seem to like them. Okay, yeah, so just let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope this contributed to your life in some way.